What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of FORNEVERNEWS, the only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related, and we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
Thought you would have been, wish you would have been. Maybe I was wrong, it was me all along.
And of course, before we carry on, if you guys would please check out my album out right now, The Rise of Tim Roosevelt, out on all streaming platforms. You can listen to it, all of that good stuff. It got records like Day Ones on there, Mistakes, Balance, the new music video that is out right now that was produced and filmed by my kiddos. So definitely, I'd greatly appreciate anyone taking a listen, taking a watch. And yeah, The Rise out now. Thank you so much. Shout outs to all you guys that have been supporting it. Tim in this building. Didn't know how to segue that into the stories, but yeah, let's get into it. And first story on the docket, something that is pretty much par for the course, I guess you would say at this point when it comes to, Shonen Jump canceling another one. Hey! It was just last week that we talked about Shonen Jump canceled Fabricant 100 after 36 weeks of the manga running. It was a newbie that Shonen Jump gave the axe, and Shonen Jump is no stranger to axing series regardless of how long they are, whether they're 10 chapters or 100 chapters. If Jump feels like they're not going the way of the direction they want them to in terms of popularity and success, they out of here. So Fabricant 100 was last week, but this week Shonen Jump took it a step further because they got rid of some returning, I guess you would say, legends at this point. Pretty much they're very prominent. They made some might say classic, but they definitely made a massive hit. The writer and author of Shokugeki no Soma Food Wars' latest series, Tenmaku Cinema, has been cancelled. Let's take a read of the little blurb on what's happening. Tenmaku Cinema by Yuto Tsukuda and Shun Saeki has ended this week with chapter 21 in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 41. And I actually did read the first chapter and I reacted to it as well over on the FORNEV Media channel. Yeah, you can see that clip where I read it, and it was a decent and interesting premise. Definitely a bit different from, Shokugeki no Soma Food Wars. It was a little bit more mysterious and a little more, I don't want to say like horror or anything like that, but definitely it had a different vibe to it. And yeah, after only 21 weeks, 21 chapters, Shonen Jump was like, we get it, y'all made a hit with Food Wars and all that stuff, but you're not cutting the mustard here, lads. So unfortunately, Tenmaku Cinema is canceled, and I'm sure a lot of people that were enjoying it are probably disappointed, but yo, you gotta understand, especially if you've been around these parts long enough, you will know that nothing in Shonen Jump is ever safe. It doesn't matter how long the series have been going. If Shonen Jump feels like it's in decline, I mean, look at Black Clover. Granted, it's a little bit of a different case. I think a lot of that was to do with, again, Tabata wanting to leave Shonen Jump for Jump Giga, but Black Clover are out of here. A lot of people say that certain series like Katekyo Hitman Reborn, it was dwindling in popularity, and they got rid of that after 400 chapters. So it doesn't matter whether it's 20 chapters or 200 chapters. If Jump wants you out of here, you're out of here. And even though they made a massive hit with Food Wars, it looks like Tenmaku Cinema just wasn't cutting the mustard, and they got rid of some very popular and successful mangaka, and Tenmaku Cinema was getting a bit of reads over here in the West at the very least. I heard some murmuring, so it's unfortunate to see, but I do believe that the authors are already rebounding, and they got a new work incoming to Jump Giga. I want to say the next issue or the issue after that, so they got something to land on their feet in the meantime, because yeah, we got to remember, not only when these authors are canceled does their dreams kind of stop, but also their financial aspect as well. Like, how can they continue if they're out of Shonen Jump, their paycheck, whatnot? So I'm very grateful that they're landing and getting something else going very quickly with a new work coming to, I believe, again, Jump Giga within the next issue or two. So look out for that. But yeah, Tenmaku Cinema canceled, 21 chapters. Nuts. Moving forward, we have some positive and negative news for the One Piece live action. Well, not really heavy on the negative. Definitely some big positivity at the very least when it comes to the debut of the One Piece live action on Netflix. We spoke about in the last episode of FORNEVER News that, yeah, the One Piece live action was getting high praise. It was getting a lot of, people interested and whatnot. In general, it seemed like a success. But yeah, we have a bigger example and clear indication on how successful it's been on the platform of Netflix, because according According to this, it says live action One Piece series debuts at number 1 on Netflix's global English TV rankings. Netflix revealed on Tuesday that the Hollywood live action series of Eiichiro Oda's One Piece manga ranked at number 1 on Netflix's global English language television rankings in its first week on the service during the period of August 28th through September 3rd. The series had 18.5 million total views with 140.1 million hours viewed and an average runtime of 7 hours and 34 minutes. There's a little, blurb that they got here with a picture. Again, 18.5 million views this week. TV English and, the image of the show. It was number 1. The show ranked in the top 10 in 96 countries, and it ranked number 1 in 46 of them. It ranked number 2 in the U.S. under the Who is Aaron Carter, not to be confused with Aaron Carter, limited series. By comparison, the Who is Aaron Carter limited series ranked number 2 on the service's global English language TV rankings with 90.3 million views, 15.8 million hours viewed, and an average runtime of 5 or 5 hours 43 minutes. The series debuted exclusively on Netflix August 31st. The series had 8 episodes as opposed to 10 episodes originally reported. The series soundtrack features the main theme, Wealth, Fame, Power, by songwriters, composers, and music producers Sonia Belosova and Giona Ostinelli. The Witcher launched on the same day, which, what's going on here? They got that one writer for The Witcher that's working on the Naruto live action script, and then they got a composer from The Witcher. I guess they realized that The Witcher is a popular property and it's been successful, so they just like, hey, this person from The Witcher, you do this on One Piece, you do this on Naruto. Like, a lot of love from The Witcher, although I've heard bad things about the writer that from The Witcher that they got for the Naruto live action. Separate story altogether, but The Witcher. And either way, massive success for One Piece, considering the fact that it's been unanimously stated over and over how majority of live action adaptations from anime and manga do. For One Piece to debut number 1, get critical praise, and get the viewership or whatnot, it's a massive success. However, apparently One Piece's reign on the top was short like Leprechaun, because I guess you would say bad news for it is that One Piece was dethroned as number 1 Netflix TV show by controversial comedy special. One Piece's live action and anime releases are available on streaming on Netflix, based on the Japanese high-selling manga series by Eiichiro Oda. One Piece has been dethroned as a top TV show on Netflix in the United States following the debut of a controversial comedy special. One Piece has seemingly done the impossible, as revealed by the current top 10 TV shows in the United States. One Piece was moved to the number 2 spot following the debut of comedian Shane Gillis' new special, Beautiful Dogs. The controversial comedian was most known for being hired as cast members for Saturday Night Live back in 2019, but was fired before officially joining the show due to the use of a racial slur and controversial comments revealed in a resurfaced video. Now that Beautiful Dogs has been released on Netflix, Shane Gillis' new special has taken the top spot in the United States. So even though One Piece was racking it up, apparently this comedy special by Shane Gillis has dethroned One Piece, which is kind of crazy. Like, yo, dog, I'm sure the amount of budget that was put into that comedy special was like 100th of what was put into One Piece. I think like they probably put in about 100 mil to make that One Piece show. I might be lowballing, might be highballing, but it seems that to be the case. And I believe reports came out that it was very expensive. So for this comedy special to come and dethrone One Piece, it's kind of like, damn, though. Did everybody just immediately watch One Piece and that was the end of it, or what's going on here? So while One Piece did do the impossible by debuting so high and getting so many viewers and critics loving it and all that stuff, it's madness that comedy special out the blue just comes and knocks it out the top spot. But shout out to One Piece regardless. Even if it was quote unquote dethroned, it still did its thing. And one last thing while we're on the topic of One Piece, apparently during the premiere of One Piece live action out in LA, Eiichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece, was apparently there present. I don't think anybody knew. And he experienced the One Piece live action with a bunch of people to get their vibe or whatnot. And it's crazy. Like, either Oda's face has changed dramatically or people just did not know who they had in the building. Because, yo, dog, I don't care what it is. If I saw a dude that looked like Oda at the One Piece live action, I'm going to go nuts. Like, oh my. Okay, maybe I'm not going to do all that. But I'm going to know that it's Oda, damn it. And I'm going to tell everybody, yo, Oda's in the building. So either they just pulled the wool over people's eyes. Maybe he had a disguise. Maybe they put him a giant mustache or something. Maybe he came up in that piece with cosplay. I don't know. But Oda was there and he experienced and heard what people were saying about the live action, and that's dope because Oda got to experience it with the people to see the genuine response to what he's been working on since, I think, 2017 is when they started production on this thing. Yeah. Moving forward, in case you don't know, the creator of Dragon Ball recently had a film announced of an adaptation of one of his works called Sandland, a manga that he did, a one-shot kind of story back in the day. And yeah, it's been announced that it's getting a film and all sorts of good stuff. But apparently, it's been quiet in terms of the creator of Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama, speaking on this situation. But he finally broke his silence with a message about Sandland getting a film. Let's read what he had to say. Sandland anime film streams first 15 minutes with a message from Akira Toriyama, again, creator of Dragon Ball. Toho began streaming the first 15 minutes of the anime film of Akira Toriyama's Sandland manga on Friday. The video features a message from Toriyama alongside an illustration of his favorite character from the series, Swimmer's Papa. Tomozaku Sugita, the voice of Swimmer's Papa, narrates the message. It says here, Toriyama's message reads, "Thank you so much to all the amazing fans out there who have already gone out to see the Sandland movie. Moviegoer counts are still not as high as they could be, but we've already received some very positive reviews. Some lovely people have even shared that they were surprised to find themselves deeply moved by the movie. In particular, the rave reviews about the mecha appearing in Sandland are entirely thanks to the hard work of the animation staff. And to anyone out there who hasn't seen the movie, or debating about going to watch it, or are reluctant to head out to a movie theater, don't overthink things. I really hope that everyone has the chance to see this film." Toho opened the film in theaters in Japan August 18th. Okay, so it's actually been out. I didn't realize. I thought it was still to come. I've lost track of time. So yeah, the film has been out, and this was Toriyama's, again, message on the situation. The film has IMAX 4DX and MX 4D screenings in Japan that started on the same day as regular screenings. The film's had its world premiere screening at this year's Comic-Con International. The film will open in North America in 2024. And yeah, it seems as though they do this for marketing purposes. Obviously, having Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, speaks out about this is a big marketing tool. Look, I mean, over here in the West, I'm talking about it, right? It's a big story. Toriyama speaking, regardless whether it's about Dragon Ball or not. He has a powerful voice, and people listen when he comes out and says something. So I'm imagining this for marketing purposes. Also, the way he worded that thing about like it's not doing as well as it should or he'd like, or in that vein, it's probably the case that they're like, yo, the same way where superheroes, the Dragon Ball movie recently in Japan wasn't doing so well in the beginning, and they dropped a comment from Toriyama like, yo, go check this out, I'm telling you, please just go check it out. They probably doing the same thing. But I'm excited for Sandland. I'm actually grateful to see that a work outside of Dragon Ball from Akira Toriyama is getting some love, because he has some really dope stuff. He has another manga, Kawa, out there. He has, I think it's King Toki. He has a few different one-shots I would love to see come to life in a film, and it's dope that they're starting off with Sandland. So hopefully it's a success enough outside of just Japan as well, globally, to warrant them going into Toriyama's archive and grabbing other stuff. I love Dragon Ball, and the day we get anime Return of Dragon Ball with, granola and all of that cool stuff, I will definitely be there. But I'm not mad at seeing some of Toriyama's other classics and great works like Sandland come to life with films. And yeah, shout outs to Toriyama as always, and I'm gonna check it out whenever it comes over here in 2024. Why not? Moving forward, a lot of legal issues going on right now regarding YouTubers, Toei Animation, Spy Family, a whole bunch of different stuff. By the way, Spy Family is not Toei Animation, but I guess let's start off with this story. Toei Animation copyright strikes YouTuber Uncle Roger. Comedian and YouTuber Nigel NG is perhaps most well known for his character Uncle Roger, a stereotypical Southeast Asian uncle who reacts to the terrible cooking practices of people attempting to make traditional Asian foods. This past week, NG posted his newest video, Uncle Roger Review One Piece Japanese Curry. In the video, Uncle Roger watches the cooking scenes from a recipe handed down, Sanji the Iron Man of Curry, episode 133 of the One Piece anime. The episode follows Taijo, a probationary chef working for the Marines, and his attempt to make a curry dinner for the Marine captains, with a little help from Sanji. The cooking process shown in the anime is highly detailed and authentic, and Uncle Roger does a great job of making this point among his various jokes about what he has seen. Of course, the highly complimentary nature of the video did nothing to stop Toei Animation from issuing NG a copyright strike over his use of One Piece footage in the video. In the comment on his YouTube community page, NG posted a screenshot of the strike with the following message. It says here, Uncle Roger got copyright strike and YouTube is removing my latest Weijo One Piece review from the platform in 5 days. If you haven't watched, go go watch and share it now before it's gone. Your appeal, and he appealed it and it was rejected. It says your appeal was rejected and the removal request is under review. Other actions are temporarily unavailable, and yeah, it'll be removed in 5 days. Of course, this is far from the first time Toei has issued copyright strikes to popular Western-based YouTubers. Famously, Totally Not Mark's channel, yeah, I remember that. They hit him with like 150 copyright strikes, and yeah, his thing has been rejected. I'll be honest with you, every time I see situations like this, like, so long as they're not uploading the direct, you know, the straight up the manga or the anime or stuff like that, I'm always just puzzled as to, dog, what? Like, people don't realize the amount of money, or I think the corporations don't care, and people are just a little blind to it. Like, the YouTube anime community has 1000% made millions, probably tens of millions, maybe even hundreds, not even maybe, definitely hundreds of millions of dollars for these corporations via promotion, you know, talking about these things to wide audiences, getting millions of views, millions of people that may have not cared about a series, gotten into it, created lifetime fans that have went out and purchased subscriptions of manga, purchased DVDs and Blu-rays, purchased manga volumes. Like, I've gotten throughout the years massive amounts of people showing me, yo, I just bought 50 volumes of One Piece because of you. Dude, I just bought all of Naruto manga because of you. Like, and that's just one person. I can't imagine over the decade plus of, you know, anime community YouTubers talking about these things, what they've done for these corporations. If you don't have a lot of the YouTubers that was, for example, championing and talking about Black Clover, you don't get the success that it had over here. And that's that Black Clover wasn't the biggest success in the world, but all of that promotion definitely added up, and you add all of these different series, all of these YouTubers throughout the years that have contributed to talking about and promoting these series to, again, hundreds of thousands and millions of people. You decrease your revenue that these industries have made dramatically, especially globally, outside of just Japan. Like, it's crazy. But then it goes a step further, because like, this is already a bad situation, right? Like, they went after, they gave him a copyright strike and all that. Look at this next story that is going to blow your mind, of a dude doing time over anime, you know, clips in his stuff. Let's take a look at this one. The Japanese YouTuber that was arrested for uploading monetized edited videos of the Spy Family anime and the ending to the visual novel Steins Gate My Darling's Embrace was sentenced to 2 years in prison, 5 years suspended sentence, and a 1 million yen fine. The copyright holder stated he negatively impacted sales by spoiling viewers. And I'm gonna just say straight up, like, wow. Like, if these were edited videos, you know, of him talking about and contributing to the success of these things, promoting them, again, not uploading directly the footage of just like, hey, here's the episode, hey, here's the chapter. Like, if this was strictly fair use content and he was promoting it and he's doing 2 years, this is a stern thing to look at and a serious concern to have of the future of talking about anime and manga on YouTube in general, not only for these YouTubers but even globally. Like, at any given time, you know, Toei Animation and all of these collected companies can say, you know what, we want all of y'all gone, and they can just copyright strike the entire community, regardless if you think you're getting away with fair use or not. They could pretty much make an attack on the industry, and sure, it'll hurt them, but they probably will, if they take that stance at any given point, have a long counseling of how it'll positively impact them down the road. So that's the way they're going to look at it, because they could easily get a lot of the fans to be like, who cares about these YouTubers? You know, at the end of the day, they're going to move forward. Like, all it takes is for them to get the narrative to the way they need it, or not even care about the narrative at that, and be like, who cares? And in a few months, it will all go back to like nobody even thinking about this, and they could very well go after. And that's why I highly urge for people that do want to create content talking about anime and manga, and you're dead set on making it, probably you should do more content showing yourself talking about these things, more vlog style. It'll be a harder grind because of the amount of people that are using clips and using footage and using panels from the manga, but I can assure you, one, you'll be safe from situations like this. 2, you'll build yourself a more loyal following because people feel you're more personable. And 3, you will be able to establish yourself as not only, hey, that's so-and-so that makes the cool anime videos and whatnot, but as a personality online, again, if that's what you're looking for. And I'd encourage you to go down that path opposed to dealing with situations like this where at any given point they could copyright strike you. This dude is doing 2 years and paying all this money over these situations that it just is unfair. It feels like, we've contributed to millions of dollars being made, and these corporations still don't respect us and still look at us as like bottom feeders that don't deserve anything. It's crazy. Moving forward, Shonen Jump has some new rookie series, in case you don't know, with them canceling series like Fabricant 100, Black Clover going to Jump Giga, and now Tenmaku Cinema getting canceled after 21 chapters. Well, they got to fill the void, and they got, I believe, 3 new manga incoming. Let's take a glance at what's to come. New batch, new thread. Here's a look at the upcoming rookies launched new series and weekly Shonen Jump. In issue 41, Mama Yuyu by Yoshihiko Hayashi. Issue 42, Kagura Bachi by Tekaru Kozono. And issue number 43, 2 on Ice by Elk Itsumo. I hope that that's not like ice skating manga, but let's see here. So Hayashi Yoshihiko started with Lovely Runners High, a winner work of Jump's New World Manga Award in April 2021, and was republished in Jump Giga 2021 summer. Later in the 101st Tezuka Manga Award, they would receive an honorable mention with Octo Kill, and the art kind of, I ain't gonna lie, reminds me a little bit of like My Hero maybe, in a way. The art looks pretty freaking good for this author. Yoshihiko would later go on to Jump Plus app and publish Heno Meiji and Stick Figure and Panty in December 2022. Lastly, ni Kaita Mochi wo Kaita Mochi was the first entry of the 16th Golden Future Cup in issue number 43, 2022. And again, I dig the art style. It's pretty dope. Hayashi Yoshihiko launches Mama Yuyu and Jump, a new normal fantasy series in which the hero and Demon King, there we go, another Demon King story, enter a new era of coexistence. Best of luck with this new work. That is kind of interesting of a concept, I guess. I mean, it's not fresh by any means. We've seen, conquering your inner demon or befriending your inner demon, Naruto and Kurama, but to start off the gate with something like that, opposed to working towards that throughout the story as like a character developing moment, hero and Demon King entering a new era of coexistence, kind of sounds interesting. I'm not mad at it. Then we got Hokazono Takeru. They first made their appearance in the 100th Tezuka Manga Award in 2020, receiving the first prize with N10. Their next step would be publishing both N10 and Farewell Cherry Boy in Jump Giga 2021 spring. Oh, the art looks really good in some of these panels. Holy cow. It wouldn't take much for them to appear again. Chan was published in Jump Giga 2021 summer. Takeru would reappear in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 19, 2022 with Mado Giwa de Amu, a short 15-page work. Oh, so he's been in there. And yeah, the art is pretty freaking awesome as well. I'm not gonna lie. I like that color too. Or not Chain. Why did I say Chan? Oh, dear goodness. It was Chain that they came in. I said Chan. I'm done. Shortly after, in Weekly Shonen Jump issue 36/37 in 2022, they would publish their latest one-shot, Roku no Meiya. Oh man, the art on this one looks pretty dope as well. Oh god, it kind of reminds me of Siren in a way. Interesting. Hokazono Takeru lands back in the magazine with Kagura Bachi, a swordsmith father and son tale with an unknown future to be discovered with a sword. That is, okay, kind of interesting. Art looks dope. I don't know, that right there reminds me of like a character from Gintama or something. But let's go. And then last but not least, we have Itsumo Elk, whose first appearance was another honorable mention in the 100 Tezuka Manga Award with Norabito. This achievement would lead to their first published work, Higa no Hi, in Jump Giga 2021 autumn, and this is probably the best art of the 3. I know I keep on complimenting the art, but the detail is insane in this one. Elk immediately jumped to Weekly Shonen Jump, publishing Railway Gateway in issue number 17, 2022. Then in issue number 49, She's Nothing But a Stone would also be published as a short work. In May 2023, Itsumo debuted in Jump Plus with Futari wa Mogari no Niwa de. In the same month, they published a short emergency one-shot titled Hitsuyo Jubun no Watashi Tachi in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 26, 2023. Oh man, yeah, that kind of looks more like shoujo-ish type of art though. Interesting stuff. Elk comes back now to the magazine with Two on Ice, an ice skating story about a boy and a mysterious girl that meet on the rink. And I'm betting, because I said ugh, this is going to be like a massive thing and revolutionize Jump. That's how it always is. So look out for this surpassing the sales of Demon Slayer. But yeah, ice skating manga by this author that has fantastic art. I just immediately think of Yuri on Ice, and I wasn't a fan of that one. But yeah, so this is what you can look forward to with these authors for these new works in Weekly Shonen Jump. Moving forward, Crunchyroll adds Attack on Titan, the final chapters, Part 1's anime English dub on September 10th. Crunchyroll announced on Wednesday that it will begin streaming the English dub for Attack on Titan final season, the final chapters part 1. My god, that's such a mouthful. On Sunday at 1:30 a.m. EST, effectively Monday, the service will also stream the Latin American, Spanish, Brazilian, Portuguese, German, and Russian dubs. Crunchyroll streamed an English dub trailer, so you can check it out. The anime aired as a 1-hour special on March 3rd. Crunchyroll streamed the anime under the title Attack on Titan, final season, the final chapter, special 1. That is way too much, man. I ain't gonna lie. The titling is garbage for this whole thing. Like, seriously, what the hell? Why not Attack on Titan, the final season? Entering into the final season, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago now? Calling it final season, but then there's parts to it. It's been astronomically bad. Bad naming, just them trying to, like, the same way, it was Naruto the Last, and then we got another movie after that with Boruto, Naruto, the movie and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I see what you're doing there, Mappa. I get it. Y'all gotta get reimbursed on that investment y'all made with Attack on Titan, picking it up from Studio Wit. Either way, it's dope that they have the English dub, because there's some people like myself that I do prefer to get me an English dub, even though I like English dub with subtitles. I don't know if that's just a me thing. Let me know. Do you prefer, like, for me, I like subtitles also with English dub. Like, I like to read and hear it at the same time, regardless of what show. But unfortunately with anime, a lot of the times it's that you'll get the English dub, but the subtitles will be for the Japanese version, so it won't match up. So that's always a pet peeve of mine when it comes to anime English dubs. But yeah, if you wanted to watch that in English dub, September 10th, there you go. Moving forward, I have 2 pieces of Berserk related news. For starters, we got the cover for volume 42, and I want to say this might be, if not the first, then definitely one of the first volume covers to come out that have been done by somebody other than the late great Kentaro Miura, who sadly passed away back in 2021. And this cover has been a little bit controversial. Some people like it, some people don't like it. I'll be honest. Like, a part of me is like, it looks reminiscent of covers from Berserk in the past. If you look at previous Berserk covers, it kind of looks similar. But there's something about it for me that is bugging me. Like, obviously it's not done by Miura, and it feels like the colors are a lot more brighter than Miura would ever do. And also it feels like it lacks, like, I don't know if it's weight to the image. Like, the image kind of looks a little, not flat per se, but it's clear indication that there's something missing, and that's definitely the hand of Kentaro Miura. Like, you can't replicate, no matter what you do in terms of quality and in terms of that style, you can't completely replicate it. So while I'm okay with it, I definitely feel like it feels like something is missing. And if I didn't already know that there's some volume covers that look similar to this style or whatnot, I would immediately say, like, whoa, what did they do to Berserk covers? Because some of the covers of Berserk is like, holy cow, 20 out of 10. But this one is like, you can definitely see that's not the hand of Miura per se. Like, it feels a little bit different. But shout outs to Studio Gaga giving it an attempt and still bringing more Berserk to the fans regardless. This is a series that I've always purposely kept behind on, because I always thought, like, it'd be good to just, have a bunch to catch up with series like Black Clover kind of getting axed from being, weekly and stuff like that. I think this is a perfect time for me to pick up on a new manga to talk about and whatnot, and Berserk, or just enjoy at that, not just talk about. And Berserk is definitely going to be that pick. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, because we also got another piece of Berserk news that gets me excited for not only picking it up, but the timing will be great. And that's that Berserk manga starts new arc and gets new chapter September 22nd. This year's 18th issue of Hakusenshu's Young Animal magazine revealed on Friday that Kentaro Miura's Berserk manga will start a new arc with its latest chapter in the magazine's next issue, September 22nd. The magazine last published a chapter of the manga in its 11th issue this year on May 26th. The manga's 42nd compiled book volume, its first volume since it resumed, gets a release September 29th in Japan. And of course, we know Miura passed away May 6, 2021, and he was 54 when he passed. Always it feels a little bit of a sad situation whenever you think about Berserk, just because Miura passed away. It's a very sad thing. However, I think it's really honorable and dope that Studio Gaga is continuing Berserk, because they do have, from my understanding, a lot of the key points of how the story is supposed to end left from Kentaro Miura before he passed away. And also, it's starting a new arc September 22nd. I think that's a perfect opportunity for anybody that wants to get into Berserk. This is the perfect time to catch up now. New arc. You'll know that at the end of the day, it won't be Miura anymore, but it's still a lot of the story of how he wanted it to go. And Studio Gaga been with him for a long time now, so you know that it's in the hands of people that he trusted. So yeah, Berserk returning September 22nd with a new chapter, new arc. I'm here for it, and the new volume cover for 42 is like, I don't know. You could tell it's not Miura. Moving forward, quick update for Blue Exorcist. Blue Flames are back. New information of Blue Exorcist's new anime project will be revealed next week at Aniplex Online Fest 2023 on September 10th. So we will finally figure out and find out what the heck is going on with Blue Exorcist's anime, because we know that there's been talks of like there's an anime return of some sorts. We don't know if it's a film. We don't know if it's a new season. Personally, I've been a little off put by Blue Exorcist just because they, retconned all the filler ending of season 1. I felt personally the first time that it returned since the 2011 anime should have just been a straight up reboot, because it's too messy to like retcon half of the first season of the anime and just kind of going weird. Like, I feel like Blue Exorcist should have been revamped, should have been rebooted a while ago. So I'm kind of like, I'm excited for it, but at the same time I'm like, Blue Exorcist deserved better, because Blue Exorcist is pretty freaking awesome and I liked it. But we'll see what's going on. September 10th, we'll have some updates on the next installment of Blue Exorcist anime. Moving forward, I got some news for all of you two shoujo fans out there. I know there's literally like barely any that are watching, but any fans of the popular and classic shoujo series Fruits Basket, apparently creator Natsuki Takaya will be starting a new romance manga titled Kakumo Chisaki Sekai Night on Manga Park app next Monday. It's the romance between two young neighbors who meet thanks to a small dog. And I ain't gonna lie, Fruits Basket is a classic. It is one of the first shoujo anime I ever watched, and I absolutely loved it. So yeah, Natsuki Takaya definitely has my interest at the very least. I think if you're a fan or you're willing to give shoujo manga, shoujo series a try, this might be the time to do it, because this author again made one of the best shoujo ever. Fruits Basket is just phenomenal. If you've ever watched the anime, it's great. It's really good. It might even get you a little bit emotional at times because it really goes into some heavy stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to see what this author cooks up, because I think if anybody can get me back into checking out a shoujo series, it is this author, because once again, Fruits Basket was incredible. And it's dope to see, even after having such a giant classic, such a huge, impactful series, even had the reboot recently over the last few years and a movie and all sorts of stuff, that this author's like, I'm going to keep going. You know what I mean? It's like the author of Full Metal Alchemist, that they're doing a new series as well. It's like, yeah, make another hit. Why not? You're great. Next up, something I wanted to talk about because I love Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty's Season 7 episode release schedule has been announced. Rick and Morty will be making its return to Adult Swim this October with the highly anticipated Season 7 of the animated series, and Rick and Morty Season 7 has shared the details for its episode release schedule ahead of its premiere. Rick and Morty Season 7 has gone through a number of changes since the end of the sixth season, and one of the results of these changes is the fact that the new season is planning to air on a weekly basis without any planned breaks or hiatuses to separate them. I don't know if that's a great thing, to be honest, which means that the release schedule has been revealed for the new season as well. Rick and Morty Season 7 will see the duo dealing more with Rick Prime and all sorts of new challenges following the events of Season 6, and that's just a few of the many reasons fans are looking ahead to the new episodes this fall. Rick and Morty Season 7 has been steadily revealing more of its production information as a result of the new season's imminent premiere, and that includes the reveal of its release schedule for its new episodes as well, which let's take a look at it here in a second. Rick and Morty Season 7 is now scheduled to premiere Sunday, October 15th at 11 p.m. EST on Adult Swim, and currently has no plans on taking any major breaks of hiatuses during its run as of the time of this writing. Again, that is not a good thing, because if they've taken breaks in the past, that's to make sure they perfect it. If they're running straight through, I don't know. If the series keeps up its weekly schedule on Adult Swim, it means fans will be steadily getting new episodes of Rick and Morty from October through December. The release schedule for Rick and Morty Season 7 episodes, along with their titles and synopsis breakdowns, are such October 15th, How Poopy Got His Poop Back. Boy, come out with us. You're being so boring, dude. October 22nd, The Jarek Trap. Gotta be mindful, bro. Big brain stuff out here. October 29th, Air Force Wong. Virginia is for lovers, bro. November 5th, bro, that's some good spaghetti. November 12th, Unmortrican. Rick and Morty wilding out, bro. They're getting up to stuff. November 19th, Rick Fending Your Mort. Gotta keep those receipts, dog. November 26th, Wet Kuat. A Mortican Summer. High school, bro. Morty and Summer hang out this one. December 3rd, Rise of the Numbericons, the movie. Action, adventure. It's a whole movie, bro. December 10th, Mort Ragnarok. Heaven is for real, bro. I saw it, bro. I swear. December 17th, Fear No Mort. Only thing to fear is fear itself, bro. So yeah, it looks like they're not going to be taking breaks. And again, I know with the firing of one of the heads of it, it's something to definitely be a little bit skeptical about. Like, yo, dog, so you're not taking any breaks? Like, yeah, going straight through. A little bit worrisome, but I guess there's nothing better to do than to see what is going on. Personally, I'm a little bit, quite a bit behind on Rick and Morty, to be honest with you. I took a long break for other reasons we don't need to get into from watching it. But yeah, I've lately been getting more back into Rick and Morty. I love Rick and Morty, so I'm gonna more than likely give these episodes a shot here eventually. But yeah, there you go, the schedule. And let me know what you think about them not taking the breaks. You think that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, especially considering one of the main heads of the show is gone, how that's going to impact things. It's a little bit to be worried about at the very least. Moving forward, I just wanted to get an update on Miyazaki's latest film. We spoke about it quite frequently leading up to it, how there was no marketing, no promo, no nothing, no trailers, nothing to, kind of push this film. And it says here, how Miyazaki's The Boy and the Heron film earns over 7.7 billion yen. Miyazaki's latest feature film, The Boy and the Heron, has sold over 5.17 million tickets and earned about $52.6 million as of Monday. It is now the 88th highest grossing film in Japan and the 22nd highest grossing anime film in Japan. The film sold 1.003 million tickets and earned about $13.2 million in its first 3 days in Japan. The film sold 1.3 million tickets and earned 2.1 billion yen, about $15 million in its Friday to Monday long weekend. July 17th was the Marine Day holiday in Japan. And yeah, so far it's made over $50 million. Again, we have no idea what the budget was for this thing, but hopefully it's made it back by now. And considering they didn't put any money into marketing or promotions, all we need to know is how much it costs to make this film. And once they make that quota, if they've already surpassed it, then they get a profit. Like, this is very different from all of the other films where it's like, yo, you got to make 4 or 5 times the amount because of all the money that they put into marketing and promo. There was $0. They didn't even print out pamphlets for this thing, so there was $0 in marketing. All they have to do is recoup whatever was spent on making this thing. But considering this went for quite a few years in production, this could have been a very expensive film to make. So maybe that's also why they decided to nix on the, no promo, no marketing. Let's just straight up try and make back the money the old-fashioned way. So we might not ever know how much it cost to make this film, but we know as of right now it's the 88th highest grossing film in Japan of all time and has made over $50 million. Salute to Miyazaki at his old age, still bringing in them numbers and seeing success. Kaiju number 8 fans, you got a little bit of update here for the anime. Kaiju number 8 debuts new key visual. If a manga is lucky enough to be added to Weekly Shonen Jump, an anime adaptation of the story is more likely to arrive in the future. And this isn't from Shonen Jump, this is Jump Plus, just to clarify on this article. One of the biggest manga stories that has yet to be brought to the small screen is Kaiju number 8, but luckily next year will alleviate this problem as Production IG is aiming to bring Kafka's journey to life. Now, prior to the anime's introduction, a new key visual shows how the world of monsters can still have quiet, mundane scenes. And of course, Kaiju number 8 debuted in 2020 and is inching towards its 100th chapter. That's crazy. Yeah, it's been 3 years. Still no anime just yet. Kaiju number 8, all in a day's work. Kafka might have the ability to transform into a giant beast, but his day job has him working as a part of a Monster Sweeping Inc., a company that cleans the scenes of monster attacks. The shonen protagonist has to balance fighting monsters and cleaning the results of their assaults on humanity, making for an interesting dynamic. And I ain't gonna lie, this art just looks so cool. I can't wait for this. This is gonna be really freaking awesome. And yeah, they just kind of blessed us with a new visual. Based off the trailers, it looks like they're putting in the work to make sure this is good. And I know they're trying very heavily to make this the next Attack on Titan. They want this thing to be, that kind of, kaiju, situation, and production ideas putting in the work. So yeah, I'm expecting big things for this, because it could go two different ways. This could either be the next Attack on Titan, or this could be the next Terraform Mars, where everybody thought it was going to be what Attack on Titan was, and Terraform Mars was Terraform Mars. Hopefully it does not go down that route, but we'll see. Either way, I am very excited, and we got a new visual for this, and it looks really dope. Shout outs to Kafka. Again, a break away from the norm, where the main character is like 30 years old. Like, where they see that at? Last time you see that was, at the very least in Shonen Jump, of a big series was like Gintama. And again, I want to stress, this is not a Shonen Jump title. This is a Jump Plus title, which Jump Plus is a digital only app with very different manga. You got, like, I think the new Chainsaw Man 2 is in Jump Plus, Spy Family, those series. Shonen Jump is where My Hero, Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, and that lot are. So just wanted to clarify that. Moving forward, just a couple of updates for Jujutsu Kaisen. For starters, Jujutsu Kaisen will be on break next week in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 42, but will resume in issue number 43. And I guess there was initial reports that it was going to take 2 weeks off, but that was a incorrect announcement. So yeah, it'll be taking 1 week off the manga, which from my understanding, it is very, very hype right now. I think, a chapter behind. I got to read the latest chapter. So yeah, hopefully it's not too much of a cliffhanger, because fans want them some Jujutsu Kaisen. But yeah, 1 week break incoming after issue number 42. And we got a new promo page for the upcoming Jujutsu Kaisen video game, and it just shows some different screenshots. And I'll be honest, the screenshots on this page look cool. Like, this looks like it's going to be a really cool game in certain aspects, but gameplay wise, based off that trailer that we first seen, I'm still not sold on this at all. I gotta be honest. Like, this page looks awesome. Seeing Toto there, Inumaki, Jogo, all of these characters, it looks really freaking cool. Like, you got the whole crew up there and whatnot. It looks really cool, but gameplay wise, I'm still like, I don't know. Maybe it'll be fun. We'll see. Maybe at the end of the day, I'll grab it when it's at a discount, or maybe I'm talking from my behind and I'm gonna buy it day one just because I love me some Jujutsu Kaisen. Damn it, I might see you on the sticks. I need to get back more into gaming. But yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen new game incoming here soon, and we got a new page for it. Gameplay though, in terms of from the trailer, still I'm like, but there's your Jujutsu Kaisen news for the week. Enjoy. I don't know if you're gonna enjoy. There's a break, but at least Gege gets some rest. So there's that. Moving forward, quick update for Tokyo Revenger fans. TV anime Tokyo Revenger's Tenjiku arc season 3 will begin broadcast October 3rd over on the Disney Plus app. It will stream exclusively on Disney Plus platforms worldwide, and I believe it's on Hulu for the West still, because they haven't combined just yet. I never finished season 2, and I'll be honest with you, I really dug Tokyo Revengers for a very long time, but I need to get back into it at some given point. Like, I did enjoy it for what it was worth, but after a certain point, Tokyo Revengers is 2 to 3, and maybe this is something for more of a breakdown video that I should do at another time, but there was like 2 to 3 different points where Tokyo Revengers completely fell off the map for me, and why I stopped really digging it as much as I did early on. But for fans that are excited for more Tokyo Revengers anime again, season 3 will begin broadcast here soon, October 3rd on Disney Plus, probably Hulu, where you're at. Look forward to it. Moving forward, Pokemon fans out there, apparently Pokemon Paldean Wind's web anime first episode premieres, and it reveals the cast. The official Pokemon YouTube channel began streaming on Wednesday the first episode of the Pokemon Paldean Wind's anime web series based on the Pokemon Scarlet and video games on Wednesday in English and Japanese. The video reveals both language casts, which you have right here for you on who plays who. Wit Studio, the people that have done Attack on Titan, Pokemon the movie, The Power of Us, is animating the 4-episode series, so it's only 4 episodes and is being done by Wit Studio. Probably something you should watch because it's Wit Studio, need I say more. The Pokemon Scarlet and Violet games launched on Nintendo Switch back in November 2022. The games are getting the new Hidden Treasure of Area Zero DLC with 2 parts, so this anime, as funny as it is that it probably costs a lot of money to make this 4-part thing, is mainly for promoting that, I'm sure, because the return that they're going to get on that DLC is probably going to way outweigh what they're spending on that. So yeah, and I saw a little couple of clips of what the special looks like for episode 1, and looks pretty good. Might check it out. Although there's no Ash, they've completely wiped him out of the Pokemon history. Moving forward, in case you don't know, few years back, there was a massive situation where an arsonist or alleged arsonist had attacked and burnt down the Kyoto animation studios. Since then, there's been a lot of legal issues behind this, but apparently the Kyoto animation arsonist has pled guilty in his court appearance. There's a bittersweet day for the loved ones of those impacted by the Kyoto animation arson. In July 2019, the world was taken back by headlines as reports confirmed the beloved animation studio had been targeted by an arsonist. 36 people were killed in the attack while dozens more were injured. After years of investigation, the Kyoto animation arson case is on trial and its suspect has confessed to perpetrating the horrific attack. The update comes from Japan as the court suspect Aoba Shinji on the stand. It was there the suspected arson admitted his guilt in the case. I did it, no question, Shinji told officials. I never thought so many would die. I went overboard. According to current reports from Japan, Shinji's legal team is arguing their client was not of sound mind when the arson was committed. As such, the criminal could receive a lighter punishment. Japan does allow for capital punishment, though executions are exceedingly rare. The last execution held in Japan was in 2022 for Tomohiro Kato, who killed 7 people in a 2008 attack on Akihabara. On average, only 1 or 2 executions are held in Japan annually, but the death penalty is handed down to criminals. At this time, there is no word on what verdict will be handed down to Shinji, but the prosecution has a strong case at hand. The Kyoto District Court has said it hopes to hand down its ruling January 25th, 2024. The verdict will come nearly 5 years after the attack occurred, so you can imagine how eager victims and the loved ones are for justice in the tragic case. For those unfamiliar with the ins and outs of the Kyoto animation arson, the incident happened in the morning at Studio 1. Shinji allegedly poured gasoline around the property before entering the lobby and pouring more accelerant. A fire was then started and Studio 1 was quickly engulfed in flames. 36 people were killed in the arson while 34 were injured, including the suspect himself. Authorities apprehended Shinji the same day as the attack as he was found injured on the street. Since then, prosecutors have been busy building their case, and Shinji was formally indicted on charges May 2020 after being treated for severe burns. As for the team at Kyoto Animation, employees returned to work 1 month after the attack, and memorials have been released for those killed each year on the arson's anniversary. Terrible situation all around, horrible situation. It seems as though the person that has been alleged of being the arsonist has confessed to the crime, so it's gonna be, I guess, a very, very big situation come January when they let down the punishment if he's confessing. Considering Japan is not lenient pretty much at all in any case, I gotta imagine that they're either going to give this man, absolute life plus life, or they're going to execute him. Time will tell, but yeah, this saga, hopefully in January it is finally put to rest, so the victims and the families of the victims that passed away and whatnot can start their healing journey, because this has been a long one. This has been a devastating one, and rest in peace to everybody that was lost during that arson attack. Sad situation. Moving forward, quick update for Dr. Stone anime fans. Dr. Stone New World TV Anime Second Cour will be revealing its latest information before broadcast next week in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 42. Series starts broadcast October 12th, 2023. I'm curious if this is going to be the finale of the Dr. Stone anime. How much more is there to go? I feel like there's probably going to be one more season after this, but considering the fact that Dr. Stone's manga has wrapped up quite a while ago now, and they're continuing on with the anime, and I've heard very little of people watching the anime, I'm curious if they're going to ended right here with this season, or they're going to carry on, because Dr. Stone, it was never the most popular anyway, but I got to imagine that it's not bringing in a return on investment, especially all the ways out where it doesn't have the manga, promoting it each and every week to fans and whatnot. So I'm interested to see where this goes after this season, with the popularity kind of dwindling for Dr. Stone. Time will tell, but either way, series starts broadcast October 12th, and the second core of New World will begin. Moving forward, quick update for Haikyuu fans. Haikyuu Fest 2023 will be revealing more last-minute information next week in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 42, and the event is scheduled for September 24th. I'm curious what last-minute information is going to be. Are they going to shock fans and be like, we trolled ya, it's not really movies, dog, it's going to be seasons, we was playing, our fault, our bad, it was just a little troll? Or is it just going to be stuff people don't care about? Because this is probably, in terms of the sports arena of anime, one of the most disappointing cases where fans is just disgusted with, how do you give us so many dope seasons and then for the finale you crap out on us with announcing 2 films? So maybe this last minute information will be a game changer, or it'll be just one more thing that'll piss fans off of like, you did us dirty. Moving forward, I decided to talk more romance series in this episode of Forever News. Why not? Because apparently Kimi no Todoke's anime is getting a sequel from Production IG on Netflix in 2024. Back when I was very heavy into anime collecting, I had bought Kimi no Todoke, I think on accident, twice. Like, I got all of season 1 on Blu-ray, and I think I have like the NIS America DVD release of it as well. And yeah, I gotta watch it at some given point because I've always heard great things about it. But now there's a sequel, so it gives me one more reason to watch it. A sequel to the 2009-2011 TV anime of Karuho Shina's Kimi no Todoke from Me to You manga has been greenlit. Kimi no Todoke from Me to You Season 3 will stream exclusively on Netflix worldwide next year. Wow, shout outs to Netflix for reviving this. Mamiko Noto and Daisuke Namikawa are reprising their lead voice roles, and Production IG is animating. And I bet that they got the license for Kimi no Todoke, so that's probably gonna hit Netflix shortly before the sequel comes as well. The manga tells the story of Sawako Kuronuma, nicknamed Sadako from The Ring because her long black hair and pale skin makes her appear gloomy. The popular Shota Kazehara builds a friendship with Sawako that blossoms into romance. Shina began the main Kimi no Todoke manga and Shueisha's Besatsu Margaret Shoujo magazine in 2006 and ended it November 2017, 11 years. Shueisha published the manga's 30th and final compiled volume in March 2018. Shina ran the Kimi no Todoke Bangai Hen Unme no Hito, a spin-off Soulmate, manga and Besatsu Margaret April 2018 to May 2022. The series has constantly ranked among the top-selling manga in Japan with 36 million copies in circulation, including digital copies. So, yeah, I mean, it sounds like a slam dunk. It sounds like, and yeah, I was right about NIS release. Yeah, I bought the NIS releases at the bottom of this article. Yeah, Netflix is probably going to get all of the Kimi no Todoke anime, probably even might get that live-action film that is in this article as well. And then they're probably going to say, hey, by the way, you love that? Well, look, we got a freaking sequel anime. Let's go. And we got Production IG. So probably big Kimi no Todoke waves incoming. Look forward to that. And if you love Kimi no Todoke, you got some really awesome news that a new season of the anime is incoming. So yeah, I'm in a shoujo romance mood this episode. Why not? Moving forward, just a quick update on something. Apparently, the series Dead Account is getting a color page in Weekly Shonen Magazine episode or issue 40, but the manga is getting transferred to Magapoke after this chapter. And I find this to be outrageous simply because I've always said that the main character, which you can see from that image, looks very similar to Asta from Black Clover with the headband and just kind of the design. And Black Clover just recently got moved from Shonen Jump to Jump Giga, and now Dead Account is leaving Weekly Shonen Magazine to go to whatever Magapoke is. So one hell of a coincidence, right? Coinky Dinky, the Black Clover lookalike, is also leaving Weekly Shonen Magazine, but I just figured I'd share that with you guys because I thought it was kind of hilarious. Like, I've always said, hey, it's Asta from Black Clover, and now both of them got removed from the weekly magazines, the popular serialized magazines. Like, okay. Moving forward, Undead Unluck TV anime will be revealing new information about its theme songs next week in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 42. Again, series starts broadcast October 6, 2023. Look out for that. David Productions. I think this is going to be a good one. Regardless if it blows up in popularity or not, I'm telling you that this is probably going to be a really dope anime that you should watch because David Productions did JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is phenomenal. I've read some of Undead Unluck. It's phenomenal. Friends of mine or people that I know have told me that Undead Unluck is legit in terms of quality writing and stuff like that. So yeah, you might not want to skip out on this one. I can assure you, if you've ever had any preconceived notions about Undead Unluck because of the very beginnings of how the manga was marketed with like the first couple chapters, throw that out of your mind because it's a pretty dope story. And yeah, we got more information coming. It looks like this autumn season of anime is going to be wild. Gintama fans, we spoke about in the last episode of Forever News that there was some Gintama project that was announced. Apparently, Gintama on Theater 2D Baragaki arc movie key visual. This special anime compilation will re-edit series episodes and include new extra content screenings on theaters for 3 limited weeks starting November 10th. So they're basically trying to take some pre-existing Gintama episodes, edit them down into like a film version, and put them in theaters November 10th. I'm gonna throw out a wild assumption and say maybe they had some contract in place that, there's supposed to be a Gintama movie X amount of times every so often. Probably either there's nothing ready. Sodachi probably is scratching his ass right now saying, I'm not doing that right now though. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I get back to it when I wanna. And they're like, what do we do? Similar to what happened with My Hero Tomorrow, where they announced that big thing of 10 movies over 10 years, and then one, I think it was last summer if I'm not mistaken, there wasn't any movie, but they put 2 OVAs out in theaters. This might be the case for Gintama as well. Maybe they're still planning something, or they're working on something, but it's not ready, and they're like, well, just, I don't know, do what Demon Slayer did recently, put it in theater. Like, anime in theaters is working very well and making money. Why not put some episodes edited down and give Gintama fans a reason to run to theaters November 10th? So yeah, there you go. Little bit of a bummer that is not new content per se, whatnot, but hey, Gintama fans get to go to theaters. Quick, cool little update for Jump Festa 2023. They've updated the schedules, which we spoke about in last week's episode of FORNEVER News, the schedule and the breakdown for the different stages for Jump Festa 2024. The event is scheduled for, again, December 16th and 17th, 2023, but we got the image of all the characters for this event, and of course, it got Luffy on the front, it got Kenshin from Rurouni Kenshin. Y'all know they got the Restoration anime out now. It got Deku, it got homie from Haikyuu, Hinata. It has Goku. It has the Mission Yozakuda character. It has Elusive Samurai. We got some Yu-Gi-Oh back there. Demon Slayer. Hell's Paradise. Ichigo from Bleach. I'm noticing off rip, I don't see Asta from Black Clover, so it's really donezo for Black Clover. Despite it, just got moved to Jump Giga, it's still a big property, so very unfortunate, because you even got Don the Don up there. You got Blue Box up there. You got a lot of, Undead Unluck. Marshall, and Marshall's over. And they got Marshall back there. Gintama. Dr. Stone, you got Boruto, the time skip of Boruto. You even got Ron Komonohashi out here. World Trigger, Kaiju number 8, Spy Family, the Chibi of Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, of course, Prince of Tennis. They got damn near everything. Blue Exorcist, Ren Okamura, but no Black Clover. Very shocking. Very, very shocking. We just had the film. I wonder if the film maybe didn't perform to their expectations, and that also led to the decision to put Black Clover in a side magazine, or maybe it performed over expectations and they were like, yo, we could shed some light onto Jump Giga and make it more popular by bringing the Black Clover fans over there. Who knows? But I'm very disappointed there's no Asta in this one. I really, really will always forever appreciate and love and support Black Clover, and I'm disappointed in Jump for not including Asta in here. I get it, maybe I don't have nothing prepared or planned for the series and it's kind of in a limbo right now going to Jump Giga, but hey, I could have talked about, hey, it's heading to Jump Giga, have a little stage and a little presentation of love for it, you know what I'm saying, like give a little more, but maybe they're just really done with it, and it's a shame, because again, they got a whole bunch of other stuff back there that aren't nearly as popular as Black Clover, like Dr. Stone, shout outs to Dr. Stone and all that, but Dr. Stone, Ron Komonohashi, Marshall, a lot of these series aren't as popular as Black Clover. Sorry, gotta say it. Shout out to Black Clover. Shout out to Yuki Tabata. We love you forever, Tabata. We support you forever, Tabata. We will not let your name go down the drain, you dig? And with that being said, let's take a look at the weekly Shonen Jump author comments. We got Eiichiro Oda from One Piece. The live action One Piece show is now available. Please watch it. I'll do my best with the manga too. Great promo, you know what I'm saying? We got Akane Banashi Yuki Suenaga. I read The World of Fumito Ueda. Now I want to play Shadow of the Colossus again. Oh god, Shadow of the Colossus was so good. Some of the best boss battles in any freaking game ever. Oh, shout out to Shadow of the Colossus. Hisuji Gandaira, Mission Yozakuda family. The editorial department sent me some beautiful flowers, and I'm currently putting them in vases. Thank you so much. Hey, homie got his flowers. Hey! Martial Master Asumi by Kawada. My assistants are now working completely remotely, and sometimes I get a little lonely. Interesting. I wonder why. Is it because of the C-19 situation? Could be. Me and Roboko Shuhei Miyazaki. Summer break. I went to a sauna and ate a ton of good food and successfully gained 2 kg. Yeah, summer, I ain't gonna lie. It was a little tough on us, you know. Even if you're hitting the gym frequently, the food was, hey. Jujutsu Kaisen Gagakutami. My sleepiness after meals is getting worse and worse. I'm sleepy even if I cut the sugar. Yo, so basically Gagakutami is suffering from a case of the itis. Don't worry, dog. I'm getting the same situation. I've been having that. Like, I don't know. We connected or something, dog, because I've been fighting the itis a lot often as well, man. Maybe the meals have just been wild. Maybe we've been eating a little too good, Sakamoto Days Yuto Suzuki. Sea turtles breathe with their lungs and then hold their breath underwater. So do they get any flavor when they eat a shrimp? Okay. Blue Box Koji Miura. I'm late, but I just wanted to congratulate Tabata Sensei, yeah, for a job well done. It was an honor sharing the magazine with you. Yo, I need a re-blue box now. I need a re-blue box just for that. Tabata, we love you. Shout outs to Koji Miro for that one. Undead Unluck, Yoshifumi Tezuka. We've announced even more cast members and I'm blown away. So many amazing people. Let's go. I'm excited. Kill Blue, Tadatoshi Fujimaki. I forgot to say that Volume 1 was coming out in Japan. It's out. There's bonus material. Okay, all right. That's from the author of Kuroko no Basket, by the way. Witch Watch, Kento Shinohara. 2 family members and 3 staff members came down with something and are battling fevers. I'm scared that I'm next. That's probably why the other author is without assistance and, they're working remotely. Probably C19. My Hero Academia, Kohei Horikoshi. Salt and lemon candy is delicious. I want to eat a bunch of them and become a salt and lemon candy. Alrighty. New Year's Exorcist, Kota Kawai. I went to the convenience store and brought chicken salad, natto, and fried salmon. Protein. The Elusive Samurai, Yusei Matsui. This era in history is confusing and how the year and people's ages are counted. So please give me a break if there are any historical errors. Cypher Academy, Nisio Isen. Did you enjoy the grade-wide leader arc? I had a blast working on it. The Ichinose Family Deadly Sins, Tizen 5. Thank you so much for the fan mail. Please enjoy chapter 39. Always a pleasure there with that last comment. Icehead Gil Equal Hachia. It's been 350 million years since I said I wanted to get a cat. I've come up with a name already. Alrighty. Do retry Jun Kirarazaka. It's so steamy hot out that I think you could steam some buns if you place them outside. Yeah, what's up with that, dog? Weather's been wildin'. Temaku Cinema Yuto Sukuda. I did some day drinking with old office colleagues. Everyone was the same and I had so much fun. Can't wait to do it again. Not good. Fabric in 100, Daisuke Enoshima. Thank you so much. I'm sad it's over and I won't be able to read the issue a week early anymore. I hate hearing that. Then we got some author comments from people outside of Shonen Jump. Seraph of the Ends, Takaya Kagami. It's a relief to finish writing a challenging story. What did you think? Yamamoto-san's cover is so cool. I need to get back into Blue Star Exorcist. Oh, God. Seraph of the End. What am I doing? Then it's Twin Star Exorcist, Yoshiaki Sukeno. I was able to enjoy a summer break this year. Spending summer in the countryside is so refreshing. Dope stuff. Blue Exorcist, Kazu Kato. I beat Zelda. Thank you. It was the best. Shoha Shoten, Takeshi Obata, aka one of the creators of Death Note, Bakuman, Platinum End. I was tricked again by something I bought online. That's the 4th time. Go buy it in person, homie. World Trigger, Daisuke Ashihara. I spent a week in bed last month with COVID. Even though I'm a shut-in and always stay indoors, I lost some weight, but now I'm back to normal. It's horrible to hear. Gokurakugai Yuto Sano. Niji Sanji Koshien was exciting. And yeah, those are the author comments of the week. Shout outs to Yuki Tabata just because. I'm sorry, I'm going to do it. I don't care. Black Clover, we love you. Okay, and let's wrap this bad boy up with the top 50 best-selling manga of the week, courtesy of our guy, Jose_Ke over on Twitter. Go check him out. He always drops the knowledge. Let's see, places 50 through 41. Legend of the Galactic Heroes Volume 27 did 10K this week, 21.7 total. Black Butler Volume 33, 10.1 this week, 219K total. Oshinoko Volume 1 at 831K. Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 22 still on the charts with 11.4 this week, bringing his total to 1.5. Let's go. Got places 40 through 31. We got Mao in 10 days, 25.2. In case you don't know, that's the author of Inuyasha. Just so many classics. Maisani Koku, Ranma 1/2, Rumiko Takahashi. Shout outs to Rumiko. Kingdom Volume 69, 11.7K, bringing his total to 544K. Let's go. Kingdom always a treat to see on the charts. Dragon Ball Super Volume 21 in 24 days, 152K. Definitely, again, a drop from previous volumes, but still doing very, very well. Like, I'm sure, we'll see when Boruto comes back with its next volume or whatnot from the time skip, but Boruto fans would love those sales, so there's that. Let's see here. We got... Okay, that's pretty much most of the notable ones from there. We got places 30 through 21. We got Oshinoko Volume 12 on the charts, 415K total thus far. Drifters Volume 7 in 11 days, 210K. Shoutouts to Drifters. Bochi the Rock Anthology Comic Volume 2 in 3 days, 16K. Alrighty. Then we got places 20 through 11. Four Nights of the Apocalypse Volume 13 in 11 days, 46.5K. Pretty freaking good numbers. One Piece Volume 106. Damn, that came out a hot minute ago and it's still doing numbers. 18K, 1.57 mil thus far. We got Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 23, 24.5K this week, bringing his total to 1.242, about 300,000 away from that One Piece volume. I always like to see, because Jujutsu Kaisen and One Piece always drop volumes at the same time, and I always love seeing the competition between the two of them. Healthy competition. Then we got top 10. At number 9, Kaiju number 8, volume 10 in 24 days, 324k. Great stuff for Kaiju. When that anime comes out, I think those numbers are going to go back to where they used to be, or close to. We got Hanako-kun volume 20 limited edition in 3 days, 27k. Dope stuff. Chainsaw Man in 24 days, volume 15 has done 345k with nearly 30k this week, 29.8. Let's see what else we got here. Hanako-kun, is that Hanako-kun? Let me just double. Yeah, Hanako-kun, the official, volume 20 in 3 days did 36.7k, placing it at number 4. Bocchi the Rock, volume 6 in 6 days, or in 3 days, shall I say, has done 62k. That probably would have done 100 or better in a full 7 days. JoJo Lands, JoJo Part 9, volume 1 in 10 days has done 172k, 78k this week. Big stuff for Araki, considering homie's been going for like 30-40 years. Shout outs to JoJo's. And coming in at number 1 is Kaitanaka no Osan Kensei ni Naru, volume 4 in 4 days, 80k. What is that? Let's see. Okay, I guess Akito publisher is Akita Shoten. I thought that was the author. My fault. So yeah, definitely interesting. Kind of looks like Full Metal Alchemist in a way right there. I don't know. But yeah, that's the top 50 best-selling manga of the week. Very interesting stuff. And this has been another episode of FORNEVERNEWS. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. In case you haven't, my album, The Rise of Tim Roosevelt, out now. Check out my new music video, Balance. It's out. You could go watch it over on my Nimrod Media account. Yeah, thank you so much for the support and for watching another episode of Forever News. In case you don't know, I shortened my name. I dropped the Roosevelt. So now, wherever you see me at, whatever channel, whatever I'm doing, you could just call me Tim. T.I.M. But just pronounce it Tim. Yeah, thank you so much and stay blessed.
Damn, it feels like I'm drowning and I can't catch my balance. Trying to balance good and bad, this and that. Someone help me find the balance. But I know it's all inside my head. If I could master this, I'll be a better me. It's all in me, it's all on me. Hidden deep beneath, if I could find it, you will see it's simply who I need to be. Raise the veil. This is Timothy.